Yes, the BBC Director General Tim Davie has just spoken to the BBC. He said he will not resign over the handling of the Gary Lineker saga, and he has said he hopes to form a resolution still with the Match of the Day presenter. To bring you the words he's said, he has said, "I'm sorry, audiences have been affected and they haven't got the programming." This is a reference to Football Focus and Match of the Day, Football Focus being off air and Match of the Day being disrupted. And what Tim Davie says is, as a keen sports fan, I know to miss programming is a real blow, and I'm sorry about that. We are working very hard to resolve this situation and make sure we get output on air. He said everyone wants to calmly resolve the situation. Gary Lineker's the best in the business. That's not for debate. But no indication there from Tim Davie how he hopes to resolve the situation. It was Tim Davie, we would imagine, was involved in the decision-making process that led to Gary Lineker being taken off the air. That announcement yesterday that Gary Lineker would not be presenting Match of the Day tonight. We are led to understand that Match of the Day will now only last 20 minutes rather than 1 hour and 20 minutes tonight on BBC One. But these are the first words from Tim Davie today since Gary Lineker was taken off the air, since various other members of the BBC staff revolted and said they would not appear on air if Gary Lineker was being taken off the air. The fact we had Alex Scott, the Football Focus presenter, saying she wouldn't present that programme, also on radio. We had Mark Chapman saying he wouldn't present 5 Live Sport, which was due to go on air at 12 o'clock. And tonight's Match of the Day will be a very different show. There'll be no pundits, there'll be no studio guests, there'll be no presenter, and we imagine no commentators, because the commentators said they wouldn't take part in the show. But as it stands now, what Tim Davie is calling a difficult day for the BBC, and hoping that there is a resolution, they hope to resolve the situation. He says he hopes to resolve the situation calmly, and certainly an indication from Tim Davie he wants to try to keep Gary Lineker. But one thing hearing from Gary Lineker's side is perhaps I'm surprised that Tim Davie, the Director General, is still in Washington, DC, rather than actually back in the UK.